everybody, good morning. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Kayla Troutman. I'm an Epicure director here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, and I'm super excited to be with you this morning. Gonna be honest, my little guy is with me. Our schedule is ever changing, and it's actually one of the biggest reasons I choose direct sales as a career is that flexibility. So he's up, he's sometimes still sleeping at this time, but today he's awake, of course, because mom had to be live and mom wanted to curl her hair and look semi put together. So he's here with me this morning. If you hear him, he is Macaulay. He's 3.5 and he's headed off to preschool this morning. So anyway, he's a big reason why I do this business, along with just loving the lifestyle that it allows us, the freedom, all of the things. So super excited to be with you guys this morning. Sorry again about his noise. I'm just going to talk over the top of him. I don't really hear it. So once in a while I'll pause and just ask him to use his inside voice in case it gets too loud. So I, again, am Kayla. I'm married to my husband, Nate, of 10 years. And I have been in this industry this time around for 5.5 years. Prior to that, I actually sold home decor through direct sales through Party Plan in college. And it's actually how I helped pay for my wedding. So this morning, Dana had sort of picked my topic to be how direct sales has impacted my life, or asked me to speak on this. And I felt like this is such a great topic for me. So get ready for a little boost of motivation this morning, because this industry has completely changed my life. So when I was just, 20 and 21 years old, my husband and I were engaged. I was finishing college and we obviously were broke. I had like 17 cents in my checkbook, and I went to a basket party and I joined a direct sales company in college, which seemed crazy then. Hey Sarah, good morning. And for about just 16 months, it wasn't too long, I promoted in that company to their leader level right away, and then continued on to make really good money. I made thousands of dollars in a short amount of time, and that paid for our wedding, which is crazy now to think back. Macaulay, we talked about it inside voice, okay? I see you. I see the elephant, yep. Okay, so that's not working, putting on elephants. Super cool, right? So here's a good lesson for you as I do this on how I roll with the punches, and that's how I'm able to promote my business and continue to rock and roll, as I'm very flexible with my time. And I'll tell you why I learned this, or how I learned this. So good morning, everybody. So I started in college. I sold home decor. I did it, like I said, for only about 16 months. I made the amount of money that I needed to while going to college, while working 30 hours a week. I had a career job then already. It was like an internship, and they were paying me essentially to go to school and get my bachelor's degree, which was fantastic. So I didn't so much do it for like college money, because I was getting a really nice reimbursement check each semester for my job. I really did it to pay for my wedding. So at 21 and 23 years old, my husband and I were married, and I kind of took a step back from that direct sales business. I graduated with my college degree just months after our wedding, and then I went into the corporate world. And I was in the corporate world for 7 years. And during that last stint, good morning, of my second, I guess, big girl job, if you will, I attended a food party, basically, and I fell in love. And I'll be honest, I already knew what direct sales could do for your life. Again, it paid for my wedding, and I've always been a big advocate for that and bragged on that because that's a big deal. But I did not realize that I would need this in this next season. So I literally joined for the discount. I wanted to personally affect my health and save some money, so affect my finances, and I loved the product. Within a month or two, again, I promoted the first rank and saw the same success I had seen the first time. And I'm not going to lie, this industry is a little bit addicting. How many of you here, comment below if this is you, have a success and you're like, oh, like maybe it's your first $100 paycheck or $500 or $1,000. Maybe for you it's a rank advancement. Maybe for you it's an incentive that you didn't think you could earn at the beginning of a month and you end up earning it. I'm going to grab a Kleenex. Another thing about a 3.5-year-old, they go to preschool and they bring home all their germs, and it's been awesome already a weekend. So maybe for you, there's just something that's like kind of caught you. You're like, oh, I could do that again. And that's how I felt. So I came back into the industry for the discount. I got started. And at that same exact time, our lives had changed a lot over those 5 years or 6 years, however long it had been, 7 years-ish in that range. Our marriage was not doing super stellar. We got to that season. Everyone tells you if you can make it past 5 years, you're probably golden for at least a significant amount of years after that. We didn't almost make it to that point. We were definitely struggling, and I can laugh about it now and it's funny now, but in all seriousness, outside of coming into this industry the second time around and seeing weight loss and just personal health benefits, I definitely needed this industry more than I knew it in the next season. Not financially, I had a great career, so did my husband, but I needed it as a positive outlet. Like not going to the bar, not picking up a smoking habit, not binge eating because I was depressed about our marriage, but I did cooking classes. I did parties and it was fun, and it gave me a place. Hey, Misty, it gave me a place to really put my attention in a positive way during a season that when sometimes what you can focus on is just you, right? We were going to therapy, we were working on our marriage, we were both doing some interpersonal work, and this industry totally grows you. So a couple of things I wrote down, like what's the biggest way direct sales has changed my life? And there's gonna be a little bit of tips at the end of this, so stick with me, or a few tips at the end. But health, wellness, overall confidence to be able to jump on with my little guy in the background and not worry about being distracted. I'm very confident with who I am and comfortable with who I am now. This industry has given me creativity. My original bachelor's degree was going to be education. I fell out of love with that and in love with business and what we do actually here, which is crazy. I had no idea God would put this on my plate. But it's like the education degree I never got, and I get to use the innovative and the making a graphic or creating a cooking class menu or whatever it is. I get to use that, and I really empower all of you to find that as a positive thing and not a negative thing. No matter how busy you are, it's your branding, it's your niche, it's a part of this industry. Mister, I am on a video. You need to wait 1 minute, please. Yep, it's okay if it's broke. So those are all ways that personally this industry has completely changed my life, right? And then marriage, I was just hitting on that. What ended up happening is because I was working on my best self through direct sales, and sometimes you don't even know you're working on your best self through this industry, and my husband was working on his best self, I really equate a lot of our marriage success now and lots of work on it to this industry, because I became a different person. I realized where sometimes I need to humble myself, sometimes I need to stop talking and listen, right? All of the things that we learn about going out to these cooking classes and being better at this and meeting people where they're at, I needed to meet my husband where he was at, and I needed to learn his love language and different things. So legit, I had filed for a divorce the fall that I had come back to direct sales, and we obviously never ended up getting divorced, which is fantastic, right? And I know that's not everybody's story, no judgment, but I'm sharing our story in hopes that you'll hear different ways that this industry has truly impacted my life in a big way. Next, the friendships. We went on after kind of working on our marriage and resolving some of those issues and really committing to each other. We ended up getting pregnant intentionally. Like we were not trying, if that makes sense. We gave it to the Lord and said, if we're meant to be parents, let's be parents. And if you are a parent watching this, you know that that is a crazy journey, and it totally changed my body, and again took me back a couple steps in confidence and all the things. And financially, holy smokes, didn't realize that even after insurance we'd owe something on this. So it's all those struggles that we just worked so hard on our marriage, and here we are in this next season with a little guy. The friendships that I've made through this industry really helped me through maternity leave as I was building my business, just the support system, the play dates, the mom friends that have invited me to do things, a lot of it all through this industry. People I would not know, both customers and team, whichever realm, because of this direct sales business. I know them and they supported me in these different seasons now. Professionally, I feel like I get to use, again, skills and talents and my education and things, but I also get to challenge myself as a stay-at-home mom. Like I got to get ready this morning, and I get to be my best self in this industry, and that's something that not every job encourages, but direct sales does. So direct sales, to me, it's a no-brainer. I get up every morning, I beat my family to the punch, and I work for my family's dreams. And in any other career I've ever had, or from what I've seen with my parents, I'm just going to talk about my life examples. Some of my friends, they get up less passionately than me, and they work just as hard, if not harder, and they just don't love it as much, or they don't feel as fulfilled, or they're not as excited to roll out of bed, or you know what I mean? Like there's just a difference. And I think of this as I get to get up. This morning my alarm went off at 4:58. I get to make a cup of coffee. I do a daily devotion. I stretch and I pray and I take a little bit of time for me. And then I get to go in the office and do something I love, set up a Facebook party for a client, coach a hostess of mine from last week and make sure before her class closes, we get all those outside orders rounded up. I get to check in with teammates and help them go for leader promotions this month. Woo woo! I get to chase my family's dream income. I get to be home with my son and be his transportation to preschool. I get to ask him to be quiet on a video 5 times, even though I gave him a pep talk right beforehand. I get to do this because I choose this industry. So this industry is life-changing. In the last couple years, I want to just share something with you. I went from making about $2,000 a month. So like the last 2 to 3 years, I went from making 2 to 3 grand a month to over a 6-figure salary per month. So if you divide out over $100,000 in US dollars, I was making that per month. And I say I was because many of you know that those of us in America just came on board. So obviously you guys know I haven't been with Epicure for 20 years, although I wish I had been here 19 years like Dana. We are coming in new. And so this summer, I obviously lost a career that I loved and had worked really hard to build. And I chose to come here, new mindset, new business, new attitude, new energy, ground level, bought the same business builder kit that anybody else is going to buy. And the thing that I want to share about that is it's choice. I know that I can work hard. I believe in myself. I believe in this compensation plan and the company and Sylvia and Amelia and Dana. And I know that I can do it. I know that you can do it. I know that this business, this Epicure business can change like forever the course of your life. But I had to explain that so that if anyone watching this is like, how did you just launch in America and you were making that kind of money? I was with a business right before this and have transitioned into Epicure. And why that's relevant to you is I started like anyone else with the same business builder kit there too. I worked full time. So if I'm talking to you this morning and you catch the replay later, P.S. comment below and tell me you're here and do hashtag replay if you catch this later. But I bought the same business builder kit. Then I started my business at ground floor and I've built this incredible leadership team and this incredible tribe and this incredible community around me. And there's really no secret to it, but I'll give you a couple of things I did. The first being mindset wise, I want to hit on this quick. I just knew I could do it. I knew that this industry could change lives. So if you're watching this, you got to believe that. You have to believe that people choose this. I could go get a job anywhere, you guys. I was offered 20 jobs the day that our last opportunity announced they were closing. I was offered good jobs, 6-figure salaries and beyond, amazing benefits, free travel, a free car. I am somebody that is sought after because of my experience now and my drive and my work ethic. And I love that. And I don't say that to brag. I say it because we as women and men should be very proud of our skills and our resume and what we've worked so hard to build in our lives and not be ashamed of that or feel like that's an unhumble thing to say. Mama's right here. You need to wait one more minute. I'm almost done. Okay, go find him and find him on your own, please. So I love that we get to do that here. We get to see our value in our worth and we get to use our skills and talents. McCully, last time I asked, or you're going to go on a timeout. I asked you to be quiet for these couple minutes, okay? Shh. You'll have to find Bubbles. I don't know where he is. So I came into this knowing I could do it, and obviously it takes work. I tell Dana I'm a part of the 5 a.m. club. I get up every day and I put in the time. Excuse me. And if something really important has to get done, I'm not afraid to stay up a few hours at night and get it done because it means that the rest of the week I get to choose how I spend my daytime hours. I get to go to the coffee shop this morning if I want to work. I can come home and take a bubble bath while he's at preschool. I'm not going to. I have a lot to get done this week. But you know what I mean? I get to choose. I can meet a friend for coffee. I can go get my nails done if I want to. Like, you get to choose freedom when you put in the time. And I think that that is so awesome about this industry. Like, it's your choice. You still have to work and you have to choose to do the work, but you get to choose. So last thing that I want to cover is just a couple of tips if you want to build this kind of business. But I didn't get to say the rest of my sentence, thanks to McCully, that the things that I've done over the last couple of years, I could never have done as fast in a corporate career. I have been able to pay off all of our debt. We do owe on our home yet, which we're working on next. I was able to, in the last year, retire my husband from a corporate job where he also made over 6 figures, and he now can go and do something for far less money, way less money, no health benefits, and it's just something he loves. It doesn't matter. We don't have to worry. And when our last opportunity made the announcement that they were closing, for a minute I felt sad and a little bit like, we just quit a career and now mama just lost her job and I'm the main income earner. And notice I'm still here smiling. I am not worried. I did my research. I didn't just jump into Epicure. I'm telling you, as somebody who's a professional, I researched this. I made sure it was a partnership I wanted to make, and Dana was a partnership I wanted to create. And the company is fantastic. So all of these things I'm saying because I want you to hear this industry is life-changing if you believe it is, and if you make the choice to put in the time, and if you do the work. It will change your life forever. So we are a debt-free family. We get to choose freedom. We're going to go on a vacation still this winter, even in a year when we gave up a career and lost a career. We get to choose by using direct sales as our vehicle when we work, how we work it, how innovative I get to be or want to be when I plug into him and when I plug into my business. I can't say it enough. It is just completely awesome. So, okay, a few tips for you really quick. There's 4. Number 1, dig the heck in. Stop saying, oh, I can't do that. I could never be Kayla. Or I know a few of you maybe have had thoughts like, well, yeah, it's easy for you because you came over with people. I want to remind you, I built what I built the first time using all the tips that I'm giving you today. So nothing that I did in the past 5 years would be different than what I would tell anybody that wants the same thing. Get up, beat your family to the punch, or stay up, put in the work, make reach outs, ask people to host cooking classes. Don't be afraid to share the business opportunity. Stop hiding behind yourself and your excuses and your lack of confidence and your disbelief in the industry. I'm gonna go on a soapbox because this is like, I get really on fire about this. So dig the heck in. Number 2, most of the time I outwork failure. I fail. I just messaged Stacey Woodworth this week and was like, I had the worst class ever. And I told Dana the same thing. Guess what? That class is now up to 3 or 4 orders. It is not going to be a failure because I'm going to outwork it. I'm going to coach that hostess. I'm going to send her a message to send to her friends. I'm going to keep checking in. I'm going to keep posting in that Facebook event. And I'm going to make sure that class is awesome. So I outwork failure. If you have heart and drive and passion and you're here for the right reasons, you can outwork failure. Okay, so that's my second tip. Number 1, dig in. Number 2, outwork the failure. You can do it, I promise. Number 3, be innovative. Don't message me and ask me if you can copy my material. You can. If it's on social media, I actually don't care if you use it. You don't have to message me, I promise. It's actually just not good time for you and I to spend doing that. Everything I do, I want to share it. But I'm going to tell you something. As soon as it gets copied once, it's 50% effective. 3 times, 25% effective. And after that, it's just not as effective because it's not your heart, your words, your thoughts, your meal on your kitchen table. Now, do I use content that other people do? Do I see another business builder in a whole different company altogether share something and I modify it? Heck yeah, it's inspiration. It's inspiration. But be innovative and realize that part of how I got here was Googling how to make a story. What is everybody talking about with stories? Oh, it's on Instagram and Facebook. And it's these clips that people are watching all the time instead of scrolling Facebook news feeds. How do I do it? Why do I do it? Why are people watching it? What are the statistics? What's the rate of business when you start to make stories? I figure it out and then I work on it until I get it. It's not my main priority. My main priority will always be sharing the business opportunity and following up, booking cooking classes, hostess coaching and following up, and serving my customers. That's always going to be my main priority. And of course, mentoring and coaching my team now at the level I'm at. But after that, there is time. I make time to be innovative and grow my skills and just brand myself and find my niche. So that's tip number 3, be innovative and don't fear like, oh, I asked Dana for something a week ago and she hasn't had time to get it to me. Or I see Kayla doing this and she's so good on social media. I want to be that good. Guys, I'm just mimicking really successful coaches and mentors and other influencers doing other businesses that I love. That's all I'm doing. And I'm just Googling it and making sure I stay to the policies and procedures of Epicure, of course, but just learning as I go. So be innovative. And the last one is have an abundance mindset. The reason that I'm okay if you take anything I put out on social media, and the reason that I'm okay creating something and sharing it with everyone, or sometimes in a small town, I'll hear like, oh, I had a party last night and at my party was so-and-so and she's already Sally's customer. Awesome! We want Epicure to be a household name. Have an abundance mindset. Realize what you put out in the world is good and you want people to be attracted to that. You want people to want to use it. You want at your classes to sometimes have a customer that shows up and they know Epicure and they're in love with it and they're just elated that they got to come and that they were invited. There is enough business and enough goodness and enough leads to go around. So have an abundance mindset. Don't worry about one sale or one customer or one thing your mentor said to you. Maybe she was having a bad day and she didn't mean it to sound like it did, and maybe it came off a little bit harsh. Realize that in this industry, you will get eaten alive by the sharks if you only can think about that moment, that one thing, that one sale, that scarcity of like, oh man, you have to have an abundance mindset. Okay, and share. Don't be afraid to share things. I promise you, if you're doing something cool and someone asks you for it, it's because they think you're awesome. It's not because they're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna totally steal this. I'm gonna steal all of her customers. It's gonna be awesome. No one thinks that. We're all good people. Dana's got an amazing organization of awesome people. So if you want this industry, this direct sales business, this party plan business, okay, I'm trying to stay under 20 minutes. That was my goal. I gotta talk fast. Then you need to do these 4 things. Dig in, outwork the failure. Okay, 5 a.m. club. If you want to be in the 5 a.m. club with me, we can start a little text chain if you want. 5 a.m. club. Although if you're like 5 a.m. hours ahead of me, that won't work. You can't be in my text club. Has to be 5 a.m. Central or after. Hope you're laughing, whoever's watching this. Number 3, be innovative, be creative, let those juices flow. But also, I want to say, quick side note, plug into the tools. Don't recreate training. Don't feel like you have to become a graphics pro. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying brand yourself, find your niche, be yourself, and realize that that's attraction marketing. People want to come to that, right? Don't waste time though remaking tools. Plug your new consultants into Dana's system and all of that. Like, I want to make sure I say that. And then also the 4th thing is just share and have that abundance mindset and know that there's a whole new country to share Epicure with, and there is so much opportunity for us to cross paths and connect and network and grow together and really just explode this company. So direct sales has directly impacted my life. I'm gonna cry. It has changed it forever. And as much as I scold my little guy, because I had a pep talk with him about interrupting me, my life will never be the same. My marriage will never be the same. I'm still married, yay! And we have an adorable little guy and a beautiful home here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, and I am so proud of. I am the sole breadwinner pretty much for our family. My husband is gonna move into a season here next month where he won't work for a couple months. He's doing seasonal work, and like I said, a fraction of what he used to get paid, no health benefits. I pay for all that. And even after losing a job this summer, I can tell you with all the faith and just excitement and positive energy that there possibly is, I know Epicure is the right place for me. It's the right place for my organization. So Team Live Epically, I love you and I'm so grateful to be here with you. He just dumped over a whole basket of toys. And I am just 100% convinced that any one of you watching this and anyone you're going to share the opportunity with this week or this month or next month, they can completely change their life. Whether it's personal, whether it's their marriage, whether it's finances, whether it's friendships, any of it. Direct sales is the place to be. And I will choose it till the day I die because of the freedom and the flexibility it gives me. And all of you, this community, this awesome thing Dana's created. Thank you, Dana. I hope you watch this and just know how grateful I am for you. And I can't wait to have you in Wisconsin this weekend. Yay! If you're coming to the Wisconsin event that we have, comment below and give Dana a shout out. Dana, we can't wait to host you. We're so excited. So God's blessings, everybody. Have a fantastic, awesome week. Go crush your Monday. Get up tomorrow morning, beat your family to the punch, get something accomplished, set big goals for yourself, and just know that this industry really is life-changing. And what an honor it was to share. Why am I crying again? What an honor it was to share with you this morning. I can't wait to get to know all of you. Okay, bye guys.